Hello, bonjour, debrading, hello, dim chow. Welcome to RVS Graduation of 2021. We're thankful for the opportunity to get together to celebrate graduation this year. I think it's something we normally take for granted, but this year and the last 17 months have taught us not to take anything for granted. First off, I want to acknowledge that the communities and schools located within Borderland School Division sit on Treaty 1 and Treaty 3 land, the original lands of the Anishinaabe peoples and the homeland of the Métis Nation. Borderland School Division respects the treaties that were made on these treaty areas, and we dedicate ourselves to moving forward in the partnership with our Indigenous communities in the spirit of truth, reconciliation, and collaboration. We are all treaty people. Firstly, thanks to the graduates, their families and friends. Thank you to the staff for the help along the way, helping these young adults get to the stage and I guess in front of their vehicles today. Thanks to everybody for their patience during the last 17 months as we've been waiting for direction from Manitoba Public Health and the government to give us on direction on what grad could and couldn't look like. Today what we're doing is what's called an outdoor drive-in ceremony. And I just feel that I have to go through some of the things on this list just so you understand that we don't want to cast a dark cloud on this great day today. We have to follow the rules with a drive-in ceremony, whether we agree with them or not, because we are under the scrutiny of public health. Households must stay in their vehicles or directly in front of their vehicles. We're supposed to try to avoid congregating. I love a good visit as much as everybody else, but today's not the day for that. When the grads are called up, please let Mrs. Collette first will call the graduate up, give them time to get up on stage. Then what she's going to do is read a bio, which includes some interesting information and some details on their academic career. We'd like the grad just to be by themselves up front. Once the bio is done, we invite the family to come up and get pictures taken with the graduate. We're asking that families stay on the asphalt and the graduate can be up on stage, number one, so they're still the main focus of the picture. Number two, we just want to try and limit the touch spaces like the steps in that, so that they're only for the grads. Sorry, I lost my spot there. And then also, once pictures are done, please make sure that there's a transition time where the families are able to get back to their vehicles. Then Mrs. Collette will call up the next graduate. Hopefully that seems reasonable. Bathrooms are available upon request. We've got Mrs. Doyle on the front. If you need, she'll guide you into the school. But sadly, in the last 17 months, we've kind of turned our back on people going into school other than students. So we do want to make sure that you know we're here to help you, but we're trying to minimize that traffic if we can. Last year was a good indicator of having a plan or lack thereof for inclement weather. If we do, looks great right now, but who knows? We're in Manitoba. But if the weather should change, just please stay in your vehicles, and then we'll decide what we do. We have an alternate date set for tomorrow, but I'm pretty excited for what I'm seeing here, and I'm hoping we'll be done by around 3 o'clock. At the end of the convocation, we have a couple different things that we need to add. The tassel normally gets turned by the principal or designate when the graduate receives their diploma. Today, we're going to ask that either a parent, family member, or the household member or the graduate themselves turns the tassel. So you guys have the autonomy to do that. It's supposed to be from left to right. And then the hat toss at the end, it's funny, something you take for granted, but they've asked us not to do a hat toss where the hat ends up 4 vehicles over and we have to crisscross households. So graduates, try to have some fun with your hat toss, but maybe we'll see how well Mr. Cote did in the phys ed department here to see your accuracy of whether you can get your hat by your vehicle or not. Well, sadly for me, I've had to spend most of my time, because I have to limit my time up here as well, but I had to spend it on public health orders and little things like that. I love talking about kids and and the great things that they do at school. This year, although it was very different, was the same. We had kids doing great things in the classrooms, in their peer groups. Sadly, no extracurriculars, where we can talk about things from reach for the top to sports. But at the same time, I think we hopefully will walk away from this year remembering that don't take those things for granted. Those opportunities that we've kind of, I guess I hate to use the word lost in the last 17 months, going forward, don't take them for granted. Make sure that you embrace life's little moments and enjoy them to the hilt. And I guess in that, there's the cheesy saying, if life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. We've been making a lot of lemonade lately. But I guess my positive spin to that is going back, dating myself to Corey Hart, but the future's so bright I gotta wear shades. That's the way I think of these young graduates and them going forward. So that's my piece here, so I hope we can have a great graduation. I am now going to make way for some speeches from some other important people. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Gail Sutherland, and I'm a member of the Borderland Board of Trustees. On behalf of the trustees of Borderland School Division, I would like to take this opportunity to offer my sincere congratulations to you, the graduating class of Roseau Valley School, class of 2021. I'm sure this isn't the graduation event that you expected or planned for. Honestly, this entire past year is not what anyone expected. But you are here, and you did it, and you should be proud of yourselves. We are certainly proud of all of you. The future is going to throw challenges at you. It always does. All you have to do is handle those challenges the way you've handled the challenges this year brought, and your success is guaranteed. Again, congratulations and good luck to you, the graduating class of 2021.
Take a look around. These are the people you have spent the most time with. Some you will continue to see every weekend, others a couple times a year, and some you may never see again, but no matter what, you will always carry a memory of them with you when you go. All of your classmates and teachers have helped form the person you are today. With that being said, on behalf of the RVS student body, I would like to welcome staff, family, friends, everyone watching from home, and most importantly, the graduates of 2021. I bet you never imagined this day would come. The day you walk out the doors as an RVS student for the last time, or in this case, leave the parking lot. But the day is finally here. All your hard work has paid off. You get to put on your suit and tie or fancy dress that we all know you spent way too much money on. You get the maroon cap and gown that you've been waiting 13 years to wear, and you say goodbye to the people who feel a little bit like family now. The chapter of trying to balance the light switch between on and off, closing the fridge door as slow as you can to watch the light shut off, pouring pop in bottle caps and pretending to take shots, and yelling, "Ooh, you're in trouble," when your classmate gets called down to the office, has now come to an end, and you get to start the new chapter of your life. You have now become an adult, but just because you are all grown up does not mean you cannot act like a kid sometimes. Sometimes. Remember to always work hard, try your best, and do what you love, but do not forget to stop and smell the roses every once in a while. Working hard is a good thing, but sometimes you need to slow down and take time to appreciate the many things life has to offer. One thing I think we have all learned from COVID is to not take friends, family, events, and even school for granted, even the little things like sitting next to your friend in class. But you did what you could with a crappy situation and made the best of it. High school is not an easy accomplishment, and to do it through COVID makes it a lot harder, so I applaud each and every one of you for making it through this tough year. I would like to send you off with a quote by Jim Carrey. So many of us choose our path out of fear disguised as practicality. You can fail at what you don't want, so you might as well take a chance on doing what you love. As you move your tassel from the left to the right, you begin your new chapter. I cannot wait to see what the future holds for all of you. You have each made RVS a better place, and we will all truly miss you. Congratulations. Cheers, class of 2021. You frickin' did it. Hello?
You turned it off. I turned it off for a second.
Hello? Good afternoon, Borderland School Division, staff, family, relatives and friends watching from home, and fellow graduates. On behalf of the Roseau Valley School graduating class, we would like to thank you all for joining us on this special day. Over the last 13 years that we have attended RVS, many skills and valuable lessons were learned, along with friendships and memories made. Whether these lessons were taught in the classroom, on the court or field, or even outside of school grounds, they are memories that will stick with us forever and help guide us into the next chapters of our lives. For some, this may look like university or college, but for a majority of our class, it will be, or already is, the workforce. Although our class is very diverse, over the years, we have each acquired our own personal goals and interests that have shaped us into the unique class that we are today. Since 2008, when our school journeys first began, we started off as a small group of 8. While some of us had already met each other in preschool, others were new faces, which quickly turned into new friendships. These connections taught us to welcome others with open arms, which helped as the years went on and more new faces joined our class. Reflecting on these skills today and how our class has changed over the last 13 years, we have come to notice how diverse and unique we are as a class. Whether it's classmates who joined early, as recent as the last few years, or even the friendships that were cut short due to classmates only being here for a short period of time. Due to these changes, we have also noticed some of our similarities. Hello? Although our class has never been super tight-knit, and we sometimes butt heads, we have many traits in common which bring us closer together. Growing up in small communities and attending a small school has sometimes shown to be a challenge. With few students in a classroom at a time or minimal participation during school events, these struggles are one of the reasons why we have learned to be so independent. We have also become a pretty competitive bunch over the years. One thing that majority of our class has bonded over is sports, especially gym class volleyball, where we would compete girls versus guys and losers had to take down the net. Most of the time it ended up being the guys, although they would never admit that. Aside from these skills, many other important lessons were taught, none of which would have been possible without the amazing staff members. We would like to give a special thank you to all the teachers, EAs, and staff members that made it possible for us to get to where we are today. Thank you for always offering extra support during your spare time so that we could finish our assignments, believing in us even when we didn't believe in ourselves, and taking time away from your personal lives to teach us important lessons on and off the court. We will cherish these moments and keep them with us as we move on to the next chapters of our lives. As we reflect on our time here at RVS, there are a few memories that stick out and will never be forgotten. Like Mrs. Cote and Miss Graydon jamming out on bus rides home from sports games, or whenever Spirit Week came around and Maz would always go all out, as far as costume to character, or being called Buddy and always getting offered a high five from Mr. P. And when Miss O'Hare would always have music playing in the background while we're doing our work, or gossiping in the library with Miss Major. These are just some of the memories that were made throughout our time at RVS, and we will forever be grateful for everything you all have done for us. We would also like to thank our family and friends. Thank you to the friends in or outside of school who made these past 13 years a little more enjoyable. Without all of the inside jokes or continuous support and encouragement, our experiences would not have been the same. Thank you to our parents and guardians for waking up early to drive us to morning practices, supporting us in all of our extracurricular activities, encouraging us to work hard and never give up on our goals, and being there for us when we needed it most. Although majority of us probably don't say it enough, we appreciate all that you do and couldn't have done this without you. As this chapter is coming to a close, a new journey is just beginning. All the late nights studying and working, stressing about deadlines for exams and assignments, and pushing through to get everything done
finally led up to this day. Our hard work has paid off. As we embark on our new journeys, we will always look back on the memories made and never forget the lessons, people, and moments that helped shape us into the unique and diverse class that we have become. So be proud of who you are and everything that you have accomplished. Now go out into the world and continue to reach for your goals. Congratulations, grads of 2021. We did it!
Good afternoon, everyone. Grads, thank you for inviting me to speak to you. I'm very happy to be here to celebrate and honor your achievements today. I like that we are outdoors. I have a microphone, a sound system, a captive audience, live streaming, and there is no bell that will be going off to tell me to stop talking because class is over. That is my kind of toy store. My students know I've said many times, I'm just going to take 15 minutes of class to explain something, and they end up taking 80. I promise I will not do that today. I will not do that. It is an understatement to say that the last, 15, I heard 17 months of your education have been like no other. There's some solace in knowing that you have not been alone. For students like yourselves and all over the world, there has never been a human experience in the 21st century that equals a global pandemic. It is easy to see how you can feel. In a large way, you have perhaps been denied interactive activities such as extracurricular sports, drama, and the ability to be a part of a whole class, to congregate closely together. All of these things have been absent that add so much to the vibrancy and completeness of the school community and culture. That is the normal that you are used to. And in your lives outside of school, you've been denied the ability to regularly get together with friends, to visit other families, celebrate, worship, and even mourn. But take note, pause and reflect that a great bulk of humanity has been denied the rest of their lives. Although it may be hard to get past what the last 15 or 17 months have brought, I can assure you that in a bright, positive, prosperous time is going to return, and that awaits all of your potential and ability. The global pandemic of 1918 was followed by the great prosperity of the roaring 1920s. The Great Depression of the 1930s, which has some parallels what we are experiencing in a pandemic economy today, was followed by huge prosperity with massive building of infrastructure and new social welfare programs. Times such as these can be difficult to bear, but you, alongside your classmates, your teachers, your family, and everyone else who is significant, have endured, persevered, adapted, and found a different way to do things, and tried to bring about the same results. And along with the greater society that is the collective to which you are a part of, have demonstrated that the human spirit is indomitable and immutable. It could be said at this moment, on this day, you know everything. Everything you have been shown, what you have been told, have been taught, what you have experienced, demonstrated, and completed in all aspects of your life up until now is what you know. And the quality of feedback that you have received for your achievements, or how you gauge how well you think you can accomplish things, how you interact with others and perceive people and how they perceive you, is what you believe the measure of your abilities and your character to be. And you should recognize you are not perfect. We are all imperfect. Sunday before this past was Father's Day. I had a wonderful time with my wife and son. My wife gave me a Father's Day card. I brought it. It's right here. Oh. On the front it says, "My husband, 93% awesome." Then you open it up, 7% pain in my ass. It's right there. And it says, "Keep up the good work." Hey, 93%, 93%. 7% I can do in my sleep. You know, I think that might be the root of the problem. I tend to snore a lot. If I know my wife, when she saw that card, she was likely thinking, oh, that is way too generous. And she probably shuffled through the rest of these cards and was hoping, you know, there's got to be some more of these with different numbers on them. As you go forward, you may agree, as all of us may agree and recognize, that we are imperfect, that we have self-doubt and shortcomings, and may question, are my abilities enough? Do I feel prepared? How do I perceive my character? How do others perceive me? Your abilities go beyond the measure of the quality of your achievements. All of you have talents and capabilities. They include all the things in your whole school experience you have volunteered for, to be in clubs, on committees, student council, leadership events, by playing sports and being part of a team, or just being a good school citizen. You've gained the ability to make relationships, be respectful and be responsible, to cooperate, be fair, to recognize diversity and to include others. Your abilities have grown with you and have allowed you to adapt and evolve, and they will continue to do so. All of these abilities you have help define your character and strengthen the community within your school, and they will serve you in the real world. And what you can do, no matter what it is, and if you do it well, can be used to elevate your confidence. All of you will eventually have a niche that becomes what you do and what you contribute to the world. All of you have something valuable to give, and you should never feel that you are any less than someone else, or that you are better than someone else. When you take everything in our world that is many layered and stratified and organized on titles and occupations that we have, remember that the one indelible commonality is that we are all human, and you should be friendly to everyone. Too much of what we see in the world in recent times is the fracture in humanity that has been caused by the spread of intolerance, prejudice, discrimination, and hate, and even shamefully expressed at the highest levels of leadership. Do not follow the fools that promote fiction, falsehoods, fantasy, and fanaticism. If you can believe in yourself and embrace and agree to uphold all of these things that support the common good, you are prepared. Some of you may know your path and which goals you wish to achieve, and some of you may still ponder what that might be. Some of you may wonder where the opportunities are for me. Unless you're very lucky, opportunities do not always come to you. You need to pursue them or create them. Your further education will involve that you take courses in whatever you pursue. Understand that just completing a particular course or number of years may not necessarily reveal what your life work may be. You need to discover those things that captivate your interest, and you need to become passionate about them, no matter what that is. You'll want to go beyond what a course may teach you to what you can discover and learn more about that on your own. When you have passion about something that approaches an obsession, you'll begin to dream, and your goal will be revealed. I've said this at grads before, and I find it to be one of the most inspiring things ever said. John F. Kennedy, President of the U.S., whom some of us know about and remember or have come to learn about, spoke to his country in the 1960s about a great challenge and a dream he wished for his country to take on. He said, we choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we are willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one which we'll intend to win, and the others too. John F. Kennedy's challenge to put a man on the moon at the end of the decade was realized in 9 years, in 1969. What will you do in your decade? Will you accept to do the hard things? Whether your path is known now or later, you will all face challenges. Those challenges, both connected to your further education and your daily lives, will range from being ordinarily small and easy to ones with more difficulty and some stress, to the ones that are hard and may invoke real fear and anxiety. In your daily lives, challenge yourself to do the bigger things. If you are presented with a decision to take something on, do it. And do it again. Struggle. Get frustrated. They may cause you some measure of anxiety, but don't give up. Because each thing you decide to take on and that you overcome and succeed at will empower you. And you may discover that you will take something on later that you have the experience to do that you thought you might never have done in the past. These are the things with the biggest rewards. Know that one success is not final. These are the things that change you and help you evolve. These are the bigger things that you'll be confident in and not have the fear of doing again. Step outside of your comfort zone. Take on those things with risk, not to your personal safety, but with the risk of failure. Why, you may ask, do I want to take on something I may fail at? We all have the same notion that failure represents the end and no going back. We feel that failure takes something else we cannot recover. Failure is not your enemy. Failure is not fatal. Failure only shows up at the end to tell you that something didn't work. You may have tried and done your best, or you may know yourself along the way you did not do enough. Failure is never with you through the course of your work. It doesn't taunt you. Failure has a difficult job of sometimes delivering to us the result of our worst catastrophes. But failure will never tell you you can't try again. It is the courage to continue that counts. I know your theme today is Our Journey Begins. And I feel like I've been at this school for 30 years now, and I feel like my journey is going to come to an end. And I'm starting to feel like look at like one of these cars here. But I tell you, there's still a lot of gas in the tank, and the engine is running really well. Maybe not on all cylinders all the time. Our journey begins. Grads, that is what you have come to define this point as. It represents you looking forward to venturing out towards new destinations. Not only dreaming about what you will do, but dreaming about visiting exciting and stimulating places. But you cannot ignore that you have already come from a journey and arrived here today. You have destined from a starting place, and you have changed and developed and improved from when you were in kindergarten to grade 5 to grade 9 to grade 12. And you are not the same person that you were. And you will not be the same person 5 years from now. You are part of RVS. You are part of its history. In a sense, you have been on an island that has from year to year represented familiarity, stability, and predictability. Because with each school year, you renewed relationships and connections and fostered new ones, and that is ingrained in that journey that brought you here. Now, it's not like that show Survivor. We aren't voting you off the island. We are happy for you. It's sad to see you leave. Know that your family, friends, and teachers support you. Family may at times seem to get on your case and make it seem like they're telling you what to do. But that is because they look back from where their journey has taken them to right now and looked at the one you are beginning. And they only mean well because they don't want you to experience the same hardship along your journey as they may have experienced along theirs. Believe in your heartfelt dreams and heartfelt wishes. Believe in your inner strength. Believe in the things you can do well and make you feel good about yourself. Believe in all the things that make you such a good person. Believe in yourself always. Grads, above all, through all of your triumphs, trials, and tribulations along your new journey, my hope and wish for you, along with everyone that is close to you and significant, is that you be happy. Grads, thank you for inviting me to speak to you, and congratulations.
It's on? There we go. Wow, you know what, looking around here and seeing everybody, all the graduates in their gowns and their families behind them, supporting them, it's just awesome to see. One of the things that Mr. Matejchuk talked about at the beginning was that kind of the missing piece of having people be able to come here this year. And so this is just incredible to be able to have you guys here for this graduation to honor these grads. They've worked really hard. You guys deserve this moment. I am going to be doing the grad introductions. And as I introduce you, I'm also going to be saying the awards, if there were some awards that were won. At Roseau Valley School, students can achieve one of a variety of diplomas. A first-class honors diploma is for an average of 90% and up. An honors diploma is for an average of 80 to 89%. An academic diploma is for an average of both below 79%. A mature student diploma is granted to students who have mature status and have achieved the required credits, and there is also a vocational certificate of completion that will be acknowledged as well. The first graduate, Javon Antoine. Javon Antoine of Roseau River Anishinaabe First Nation, Manitoba, grandson of Marilyn Nelson. Javon has attended Roseau Valley School for 4 years. While at Roseau Valley School, Javon has competed on the volleyball, rugby, and basketball teams. Javon will be receiving the following awards. Male Athlete of the Year Award. The Goring Award. Javon's plan for next year is to join the workforce and be able to hang out with his friends. Javon is graduating with an academic diploma. Congratulations, Javon. So now your family is going to come up for a picture. Son of Neil and Helen Claringbold. Jeff has attended Roseau Valley School for 13 years. While at Roseau Valley School, Jeff has enjoyed having the chance to participate in vocational courses that were offered in Winkler. Jeff will be receiving the following awards. Highest mark in vocational 40S. The RVS Staff Award. GJ Chemical Award. The Tractor People Award for Business. And the Running Red Transport Award. Jeff's plan for next year is to continue to pursue agricultural diesel mechanics and work on the farm. Jeff is graduating with a senior year's technology education diploma, a senior year's English program diploma, and an honors diploma. Go Jeff. The family can now come up for a picture. Mason Patrick James French. Mason Patrick James French of Dominion City, Manitoba, son of Sean and Tracy French. Mason has attended Roseau Valley School for 11 years. While at Roseau Valley School, Mason has competed on the soccer, volleyball, and badminton teams. He also participated in school activities by helping with lights and sound at different school events and reffing for school sports. Mason also played 2 years of hockey at Morris Mavericks High School hockey program. A favorite memory for Mason at RVS is finding trouble with boys at lunch break. Mason will be receiving the following award, the Schultz Award. Mason's plan for next year is to continue to work full-time. He would like to attain firefighter training and certifications and apply to Manitoba Emergency Services College. Mason is graduating with an academic diploma. Autumn Gauthier Peters. Autumn Gauthier Peters of Emerson, Manitoba, daughter of Jay and Chantel Peters. Autumn has attended Roseau Valley School for 2 years. While at Roseau Valley School, Autumn has participated in the grad planning committee. Autumn will be receiving the following awards. Ecumenical Award. Annie Dick Scholarship. Autumn's plan for next year is to attend the Canadian Mennonite University for a Bachelor of Science degree and then move on to the University of Winnipeg to get her medical license. Autumn is graduating with an honors diploma. Jasmine Abigail Eva French. Jasmine Abigail Eva French of Roseau River Anishinaabe First Nation, Manitoba, mom of Grayson Strong and granddaughter of Delia French. Jasmine has attended Roseau Valley School for 9 years. While at Roseau Valley School, Jasmine has competed on the soccer, volleyball, basketball, rugby, and cross-country teams. Coming to school at RVS in grade 3, Jasmine's most fond memories of RVS are how much fun that first year was. Jasmine will be receiving the following awards. Highest mark in Essential Math 40S. Highest mark in Global Issues 40S. The GNU Wellness Center Award. The George Von Forsyth Memorial Award. Jasmine's plan for next year is to attend the University of Manitoba. Jasmine is graduating with an academic diploma. Oscar Hepner. Oscar Hepner of Emerson, Manitoba, son of Brian and Jessica Hepner. Oscar has attended Roseau Valley School for 8 years. While at Roseau Valley School, Oscar has competed on the soccer and hockey teams and also participated in the Terry Fox Run. Oscar will be receiving the following awards. Highest mark in Foods and Nutrition 40S. The Schultz Award. Oscar's plan for next year is to make money and get rich! Woohoo! Oscar is graduating with an academic diploma. Shanita Angeli Larocque. You need a personal assistant. There you go. Shanita Angeli Larocque of Roseau River Anishinaabe First Nation, Manitoba, granddaughter of Martha Larocque and Mary Chaskey. Shanita has attended Roseau Valley School for 9 years. While at Roseau Valley School, Shanita has participated in school events such as the Terry Fox Run and the Wake-a-thon. Shanita's plan for the next year is to have fun and eventually enroll in courses to become a carpenter. Shanita is graduating with an academic diploma. Danae Bell LaRock. Danae Bell LaRock of Roseau River Anishinaabe First Nation, Manitoba, daughter of Nancy Murdoch. Danae has attended Roseau Valley School for 4 years. While at Roseau Valley School, Danae has competed on the soccer and rugby teams. Danae will be receiving the following awards. Highest mark in Law 40S. Highest mark in Music 40S. The Ecumenical Award. And the Schultz Award. Danae's plan for next year is to join the workforce for now and eventually enroll in nursing courses. Danae is graduating with an academic diploma. Kiera Musso. Kiera Musso of Roseau River Anishinaabe First Nation, Manitoba, daughter of Bobby Lynn Alexander. Kiera has attended Roseau Valley School for 4 years. While at Roseau Valley School, Kiera has competed on the soccer and rugby teams. Kiera will be receiving the following award, the Schultz Award. Kiera's plans after graduation are to hopefully one day take courses in cosmetology. Kiera is graduating with an academic diploma. Monique Nadon. Monique Nadon of Dominion City, Manitoba, granddaughter of Cecile and Guy Craig. Monique has attended Roseau Valley School for 4 years. While at Roseau Valley School, Monique has competed in soccer, basketball, and rugby teams. She has also participated in the yearbook committee. What Monique will remember most is all the time she has hurt herself playing sports. Especially the time Henry passed her a ball in rugby and she broke her finger and had to go to the hospital. Right, Mr. Peterson? Monique will be receiving the following award. The Tractor People Award for Trades. Monique's plan for next year is to finish her level 1 welders at Morris and work on becoming a journeyman. Monique is graduating with an academic diploma. Megan Pearson. Megan Pearson of Emerson, Manitoba, daughter of Ken and Nicole Pearson. Megan has attended Roseau Valley School for 6 years. While at Roseau Valley School, Megan has competed on the soccer, volleyball, and rugby teams. She has also participated in the grad planning committee. Some favorite memories about RVS that Megan will take with her is all the bus rides for sports. Her favorite memory is when she was playing volleyball in Neverville in grade 10 and Taylor and Mrs. Dick were having a speed walking competition to see who could walk the fastest. Megan will be receiving the following awards. Highest mark in current topics in First Nations, Métis and Inuit Studies 40S. The RVS Student Council Award. The Access Credit Union Award from the Emerson branch. Megan's plan for next year is to go to Red River College to become a therapeutic recreation facilitator for older adults. Megan is graduating with an honors diploma. Julia Michelle Spence. Julia Michelle Spence of Ridgeville, Manitoba, daughter of Kevin and Shelley Spence. Julia has attended Roseau Valley School for 13 years. While at Roseau Valley School, Julia has competed on the soccer, cross-country, volleyball, basketball, badminton, curling, and track and field teams. She has also participated in project fairs, musicals, and the grad planning committee. Julia has been involved in student council for the last 4 years and was a student body president this year. Playing on the varsity volleyball and basketball teams in grade 9 and winning both banners is a memory Julia will take with her. She also enjoyed pre-cal and having fun with, or making fun of, Mr. Mirza. Julia will be receiving the following awards. Highest mark in ELA Language and Transactional Forms 40S. Highest mark in Physics 40S. Highest mark in Chemistry 40S. Highest mark in Biology 40S. Highest mark in Pre-Calculus Mathematics 40S. Highest mark in Applied Mathematics 40S. Highest mark in French 40S. Female Athlete of the Year Award. RVS Music Award. The MLA Office Leadership Award. The RVS Student Council Award. The Garnet Kyle Memorial Scholarship for $10,000 a year for up to 4 years. And lastly, the Governor General Award. Julia's plan for next year is to attend the University of Winnipeg to study science. Julia is graduating with a first-class honors diploma. Ainsley Elizabeth Thiessen. Ainsley Elizabeth Thiessen of Tolstoy, Manitoba, daughter of Delmer and Judy Thiessen. Ainsley has attended Roseau Valley School for 13 years. While at Roseau Valley School, Ainsley has competed on the volleyball, basketball, and badminton teams. She also participated in student council as secretary, the yearbook committee, SWAT team, MHSAA Captain's Workshop, grad planning committee, and the musical. For Ainsley, a lot of memories revolve around sports. The intense games, the early morning practices, and all the home tournaments. What she will take away is all the life lessons that were taught both on and off the court. Ainsley will be receiving the following awards. RVS Yearbook Award. The RVS Fine Arts Award. The Municipality of Emerson Franklin Award. And the Ecumenical Award. Ainsley's plan for next year is to attend Steinbach Bible College from January to April with hopes of traveling to Brazil. Ainsley is graduating with a first-class honors diploma. Brianne Sierra Thiessen. Brianne Sierra Thiessen of Arnon, Manitoba, daughter of Mark and Andrea Thiessen. Brianne has attended Roseau Valley School for 13 years. While at Roseau Valley School, Brianne has competed on the cross-country, soccer, volleyball, basketball, badminton, and track and field teams. She also participated in student council as treasurer, 3 musicals, and a grad planning committee. Brianne will be receiving the following awards. Highest mark in Comprehensive English Language Arts, 40S. Highest mark in Art, 40S. The RVS Fine Arts Award. The RVS Drama Award. The Calderwoods Country Store Award. The Access Credit Union Award from the Dominion City Branch. The RVS Student Council Award. The Ecumenical Award. She is also receiving Providence University College Entrance Scholarship and a Providence University High School Leadership Scholarship. Brianne's plan for next year is to attend Providence University College, majoring in Communications and Media. Brianne is graduating with a first-class honors diploma. I've also have an addition to this. Brianne also received 3 additional awards: Physics, Pre-Cal, and Applied Math. Sorry, Brianne. I have 3 other grads that could not make it today, but I would like to read their bios, and let's do a big cheer for them as well. Rashawn Henry. Rashawn Henry of Roseau River, Anishinaabe First Nation, Manitoba, son of Jason and Vanessa Henry. Rashawn has attended Roseau Valley School for 13 years. While at Roseau Valley School, Rashawn has competed on the soccer, basketball, curling, golf, and rugby teams. Rashawn will be receiving the following awards: Male Athlete of the Year Award, the Schultz Award. Rashawn's plan for next year is to be playing hockey. Rashawn is graduating with an academic diploma. Congratulations, Rashawn. Reese Wakna. Reese Wakna of Morris, Manitoba, son of Ted Wakna. Reese has attended Roseau Valley School for 5 years. While at Roseau Valley School, Reese has competed on the volleyball, golf, and badminton teams. Reese will be receiving the following awards: highest mark in accounting, 40S. Reese's plans for next year is to join the workforce. Reese is graduating with an academic diploma. Aurora Rain Leo Paquette. Aurora Rain Leo Paquette of Dominion City, Manitoba, granddaughter of Leo Paquette and daughter of Serena Paquette. Aurora attended Roseau Valley School for 1 year. Aurora is graduating with an academic diploma. Congratulations, Aurora.
Well, that just is getting to the end of our program. A couple important things to do before we do the hat toss and the tassel. Just the exit strategy. So basically, when we're done here, just you don't have to rush and pack up. We're not kicking you off the property in 5 minutes, but try and as quick as you can get things loaded up. Your grad signs, the potted plant, those are all for you to keep. But we'll start with the Thiessens here, and they're going to back up and they'll exit that way. We'll work ourselves down the 4 cars over here. Once they're gone, people can just pull out one by one and exit out to the west there. Mr. Peterson will be in charge there. Just watch for his cues because we want to make sure that we're exiting safely. Just for me to end on, I'm really proud of this group, prouder than any other group, and for the reason that we worked through the pandemic, and we worked through a lot of things that are going on in our world that aren't that easy to talk about or to deal with. Our flags are flying at half mast.